What's up, YouTube? It's Chance. Or as a lot of you know me as Cyraxx. I know I deleted my channel, super suddenly, without really saying anything. And I know a lot of you are upset about that, but I wanted to take a moment to explain why I left YouTube and why I don't really have any intent on coming back to this platform. It's not that I hate YouTube. I don't hate the platform. It's a great platform. But for me, it was very toxic. As many of you are aware, I started YouTube when I was 17 years old. I had started out making AMVs, which if you don't know what an AMV is, stands for Anime Music Video. I had done that for like 2 years, which I enjoyed very much. But then 2011 rolled around, and then I started to get into music, and I had done music from 2011 on up to this year. And I can honestly say that I was enslaved by YouTube without even knowing it. I was a slave to the algorithm, to the system, to the internet. There were times that were good, yes, but there was also a lot of really hard times. A lot of times where I couldn't handle it, where I wanted to just walk away from it. But every time I would try to walk away, like I knew I should have, I kept getting drawn back. I kept getting drawn back in by me wanting to defend myself against things that were untrue, that were being said about me, and do still get said about me. I had lost a lot of loved ones over the years, and I thought that me venting and speaking about what I was going through would help. And it did, like it helped me a little bit, but I thought that maybe telling my story of things that I had gone through would help other people, but in fact, it just got turned on me and used against me quite a bit, and I hated that. And over time, I began to get angrier, more volatile. I would explode on live streams because people would attack me, and it would be a constant thing. It was a constant attack every day, which in turn made me angrier and angrier until I was blowing up all the time. But over these last few weeks, it's been very tough because I've been bullied by 2 people who pretended to be my friend. And their names are Music Biz Marty and Jasmine. I thought they were friends, but they really weren't. And they bullied me so bad that at one point I wanted to end my life. And thankfully I didn't. Because little did I know that I would meet the love of my life who treats me so well. She you know, has my best interest at heart. She keeps me in line. Um, you know, she helps me and has always been there for me and has stood by me 100% of the time. And, you know, because of all this bullying, that's why I had lashed out like I did. Why I had made death threats like I did. Because these people were bullying me so bad that, you know, I just eventually became this evil monster that I didn't want to become. And I hated myself. Over these last few days, I really took a good long hard look at how I was being, and I can honestly say that I don't like who I was. Like, looking back, like, I thought that I was getting better. I thought that I was doing good. But in turn, I wasn't. I was getting worse. And I hated who I was. I mean, even though I preached positivity on my channel a lot, because, you know, that's my natural instinct, is to help people. That's what I've always done. But, you know, I thought I was helping people, but really, in turn, I was just making myself worse. And the other day, it got so bad that I almost lost my girlfriend, Caitlin. Because of how I was being. She had given me an ultimatum that really pushed me in the right direction. That really pushed me to do what I needed to do. Me and her sat down and talked, and she gave me an ultimatum to either, you know, leave and get away from the drama, or I would lose her for good, because she didn't want to see me go down that road. You know, she knew that I was better than that. And at first, I didn't want to. At first, I was fighting it. But then, I really took a good long hard look, and I looked back at myself and how I had been these entire 11 years. And I started out good, but then I quickly realized, like, you know, damn, like, who is this person? This is not who I am. And so I called her up, and I talked to her after I had made the decision. And I told her, you know, I was like, hey, look, you know, I want this to work. I want to be better. I want to be myself again like I was when I was 16. I want to be that person that you first met. I want to be that guy that you fell in love with that day. And ultimately, you know, we talked about it, and I wound up leaving. And I can honestly say that being on YouTube, I didn't realize that I had become a slave to it. I didn't realize that it was changing me for the worst. And, you know, that's ultimately why I left, because I didn't want to be that slave that I had been for so many years. And I can honestly say that if it was not for my girlfriend, Caitlin, I would still be trapped. You know, I can honestly say thank you to Caitlin so much. Like, I thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for her, I would probably still be a slave to it. And, you know, I can honestly say these last few days have been the best days of my life. They really have, because these past few days I've done nothing but spend time with my girlfriend and, you know, her family. I've spent more time with my family. I've been focusing on my artwork full time. Things have actually started to settle down. I'm slowly getting back to how I was when I was 16, which I'm super glad about. I'm actually getting I'm actually getting very good rest at night. I'm spending more time, like I said, with loved ones, with friends, with family. And I can honestly say that if you are in the position that I was in, just do the right thing. Like, if you are stuck in that position that I was in, the best advice I can give you is, I know it's hard, because I've been there, but I can promise you, if you make that jump and you take a break from YouTube, or you leave, or if you take a break from the internet and leave, I can promise you, you will be doing the right thing. And I'm making this video for anybody out there who's been trapped. I can tell you firsthand, as somebody that's broken away from it, that used to be a slave to it, that there is a way out. And I know people don't think that the internet is addicting, or that YouTube is not addicting, but I can honestly say it very much is. And if it wasn't for my girlfriend giving me that ultimatum to choose between her and a life with her or YouTube, I don't know what I'd be doing right now. If it wasn't for her doing that, I would not be here, you know, telling my story. I would not be here and be in a much happier place than I was in. So, to my girlfriend Caitlin, and, you know, to her family, and to her sister Paige, to her sister Tara, and everyone that has helped me, I want to say thank you so much for standing by me and being so supportive, for helping me break away from the internet and showing me that I can have a real life again, and that I can break away from all this. And I have, and I thank you for that. But I hope that this video shows you, and, you know, the rest of you and everyone else, you know, why I left, and hopefully you guys understand why I don't really plan on uploading hardly at all anymore, because I do want a good career with my artwork, like I've always wanted. You know, I do want to focus on my artwork full time, and I do want to build, you know, a good relationship with my girlfriend and her family. You know, I want that normal life that I used to have, and I finally have it back. And I can honestly say I feel great. Like, I feel so much better than I ever have. And so, you know, hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from and why I left. And do I miss you guys? Absolutely, I do miss you guys, and I'll still be around. But not as much as I was. Like, I'm still gonna be here, yes. But I'm just not gonna be uploading as much, if, like I said, hardly at all. And I'm not gonna be doing any live streams or anything. Like, I'll go on to someone's live stream, like if somebody wants me on there to do an interview, like I did with Skull Kid the other day, or like, you know, on the Homie Boy Blues channel, or on the Homie Voodoo Ninjas channel, you know, I'll do that. But other than that, I will not be uploading hardly at all. If I do, it'll be very, very little. But I do hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I do hope that you guys will continue to support me on this journey that I'm on, just as you guys have always done. I hope that you guys are staying safe and doing what you guys need to do to stay safe. With that being said, I just want to say I love you guys and thank you for everything that you guys have done and being so supportive, and hopefully you guys will continue to support what I'm doing.